Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy SE Heater here, back with the final episode of How to Run an SMG. Obviously, you know that I've done the other 3 hardpoint maps for the MLG map set. Obviously, I've obviously done Standoff, Raid, and then Yemen. So obviously, the last map is Slums, and this is obviously a 4v4 match on hardpoint. So this is against Replay's pickup team. So that's what this is, so I'm just going to go ahead and get into it. What an SMG wants to do on this map, obviously, is, I know I'm saying obviously a lot, I'm sorry about that, is you want to be able to keep the gunfights close quarters. This is actually more of a long-range quarter map, because ARs are literally the most dominant kind of weapon on this map, because I mean, if you just think about tires and grave, that's an AR kind of distance. SMGs have no chance of that. So SMGs, you need to be running smokes on this map. You need to be having some kind of way to maneuver around the map without ARs seeing you, because you won't really have much chance killing an AR on this kind of map. But on this map, you want to be able to, push the insides of the map, like I've told you on the past videos. But this map is just mostly positioning and knowing where your team's at, because if you spawn out, then you know where your team's at. Obviously, we're not getting enough pressure towards the left side of the map trying to get spawns for second hardpoint. So what you want to do mainly on the first hardpoint is you want to push. I like to push over half wall and jump over half wall, because players never really expect that. You jump over half wall, then you get the guy rushing through tires. So it's a really good break off, and then you can easily push over to bricks and pick up a kill or two. If that doesn't work, if you already have a teammate going there, then you obviously want to be going bricks, and you want to try to break bricks. You're going to be in a gunfight 99% of the time brick side, so you need to be ready to pre-fire. You need to be ready to have your guns blazing. So that's what you need to do if you're going to go brick side. You can also go blue, but I don't recommend it, because you most likely, if your team is well organized, you're going to have an AR pushing blue. Or you can help him, get control of blue. It's just kind of preference, unless he already has it. So that's what you want to do to try to, what pushes you want to do. Now to break it, it's kind of, obviously you just have to push as a team. You can't go one by one and you're just going to be picked off by ARs and head glitches. That's just common sense. To break the middle hill, it's just you got to push from 2 different directions and then one go mid. That's just really all you can do in that situation. It's just, you just got to push it hard. So the second hill, what you want to do is you want to push the left side of the map. The problem with that is you do end up giving a lot of time up, but if you end up getting it pretty quickly, then you can really easily get your team spawns and have 30, try to get that 30-second, maybe even lucky to get 40 seconds. So that's what you want to do there. Or you can easily push through blue steps or straight through mid. I like to push down blue steps and jump and pre-fire left side toward the trash cans, because that's where a lot of players like to sit and just hang out and chill. And it doesn't work, because I know that spot and kids just get raped when they go there. So if you do go there, don't go there when you play me, because you'll die. Moving on to the third hard point. The third hard point, you really want to start rotating early. Your AR and maybe an SMG should go with them. Should start rotating through bricks and garage to try to get that guy on fountain. If you don't get the guy on fountain, your team's going to continuously spawn out, and you're going to have a hard time breaking that hill. But as an SMG, if you don't end up pushing garage, then you need to be pushing directly to the hard point. You need to be going from blue to the front of the hard point and start pre-firing, get as many kills as you can, so your secondary guy can help you pick up kills. That's just kind of a basic. If you push through grave, you're probably going to get picked off by an AR head glitching it. That's just my personal preference. It's happened to me almost every time. That's what you do on that. Let's go to the third. We just did the third hill. That's my fault. The fourth and final hill, garage. Garage, the way you want to push. If you spawn out, you need to be pushing bricks. That's if you spawn out. Obviously, you need to be pushing bricks, and you need to be pushing grave. And you need to work out a double pinch, because you got to be. There's more than likely there's gonna be 2, maybe 3. There's probably gonna be a guy alley, and then 2 in the hard point. The alley guy is there to support in case they get overrun. You can just hop in the hill and pick up a few kills. That's what he's there for. So yeah, that's what you need to be doing. You need to should be overflowing front door and big window. I like to push big window because I have a smoke, or my teammate has a smoke, so he'll be smoking that out, and I'll just jump in the hill and pre-fire a lot of things. Just kind of hope to get lucky and get a kill. That's what you kind of gotta do. That's why I run extended mag, because you can pre-fire a lot of things and get killed easily. So that's how you break all those hills. If those of you are wondering, you know, how to get kills and how to, you know, kind of keep your numbers high, even though you're an OBJ, you're only supposed to sit in the hill. That's not true. Like, I mean, obviously that's the way I play. I'm sitting in the hill, but on all the maps, dude, there's so many opportunities for you to be in the hill and to get your kills as well. I mean, if you're one of those guys that said, hey, I went 16 and 40, but I got 6 caps and 8 defends, but that's really not what you want. That's not actually good at all. That's horrible. So I'm not even going to get into the numbers. I'm just saying, if you're trying to get your kills, then just continue to play your role, and the kills will fall into you. Like, they'll basically fall into your weapon. Like, if you're sitting in a good corner in the hard point, or even in a good head glitch, then the kills will literally just run into you, and you should just, it's up to your gun skill to get those fights. That's it. And it's up to your ARs to get control of the map and keep your spawns, and it's up to you and the SMG and the other SMG to get in the hill and get your kills. That's just your job. So that's all I really had for you on Slums. That's really all there is to it, to be honest. You need to make sure you have blue control most of the map, and you need to just make sure that you're pushing the main hot points of the map. That's really all I have for you on Slums Hardpoint, guys. I really hope this helped. If you're looking for tips on the other 3 maps, the other videos will also be on our channel, so make sure you go check those out. If you have any more questions, be sure to post them in the comment section, and follow me on Twitter at SEHeater, and thanks for watching, guys.